Just give me a moment. So Susanna had asked me if I would offer a closing for today. And I spoke about offering a circle dance. This was something that we did a lot in the Heart Project when we were in Hungary. I've worked with circle dance teachers in Findhorn, and that's actually where I am right now. And I had in mind to teach a beautiful circle dance that I was taught at the beginning of lockdown, and it comes from northern Turkey. And it was devised by a community village who were separated by new boundaries that had been drawn up by the government. And the boundary lines were across rivers. So people that had lived together and families that had lived together became separated through a political act. And they developed this dance. So whenever there was an important event in the village, and they couldn't travel to a wedding or a funeral or a birth, they would go out onto the riverbank and they would do this dance. And the dance was like a language. And how they connected, instead of they weren't able to hold hands, they connected with the sides of their arms. So they would hold their arms out, imagining that they were connecting with each other around the circle. And I thought that was a beautiful metaphor for where we are right now in COVID, but also with this blended event that we're coming together, we're sharing together through our heart resonance, and to share this dance of connection. There then came this sense of, when we're building resilience, it is a bit like being a pilgrim on the path of life. And we can find ourselves going forwards and then stepping backwards. So there's a beautiful dance also that's it's called the Pilgrim's Dance, and it's used when dancing the labyrinth. So I had these two dances in mind and I had no music. And then last night it was intercultural night. I have to share this story. And then I went onto the Facebook page and I found Filipe on the Facebook page and listened to his music as well as Hui's music. But I had this dance rhythm in my mind and I was thinking about it today and thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the right piece of music. So Filipe sent me a link and there was the music. It's perfect. So I'm going to invite Filipe to share the story of the music because it's him playing the guitar and singing, and then I'm going to teach you the sacred dance, which has been specially choreographed for this music and this event. So Filipe, just over to you.
The music is a traditional music from Azores, Portugal, and it's from the biggest island of the archipelago, so from Saint Michel. And it talks about, some verses are more humoristic, some more poetic. The first one talks about a woman from Terceira, the other island, that lost his skirt while dancing this dance. And to be careful while dancing, people has to be careful while dancing this dance because in that island that she lost his skirt. This is a little bit because between that two islands, there is not a conflict, but sometimes they'll make fun of the other island, and other islands make fun of because they are the two most important islands of the archipelago. And one of the verses is more poetic and talks about someone that saw people dancing the fofa. Fofa is the name of the dance. And they dance all night with the light of a candle, kind of candle. And they dance all night and forget the dinner because they were so enjoying the dance. And that's it.
Lovely, thank you, Filipe. And it's interesting because the pilgrim's dance would often be danced with a candle. You would hold a light in your hand. So I'm going to show you the steps. And what's wonderful about this music is once you know the steps, you can play with them. You don't have to follow any pattern, although there is one that I have choreographed. However, don't worry about that. Just be with the music. The music will kind of tell you what to do. So my hand is a dance floor right now, and these are your feet. So the step is with your right foot first. You step forwards on the right, then on the left, then on the right, and then back on the left. So this is the traditional pilgrim step. So 1, 2, 3, and back on 4. So I'm just going to invite you to stand, and we'll do it. So there's a few different steps that I'll teach. So you imagine that there is a fire that you're dancing around, or a light, or I saw some of you have some flowers, so you could create a little centerpiece that you're going to move around in a circle. And you're going to imagine that your arms are connected just through the sides of your arms. And the step, you turn with your left shoulder to face the center of the circle, and you're connecting to each side. And so you just take 4 rounds of stepping forwards on the right, forwards on the left, forwards on the right, and then back. That's the step. Forwards on the right, forwards on the left, forwards on the right, and back on the left. So just keep repeating that. 1, 2, 3, step back on 4. And then the 4th time, as you step back, you turn to face the center. You do 4 sets.
The second pattern, you face the center of your circle and you sway. So I've just finished the last step back onto the left leg. You sway onto the right foot and sway onto the left foot. Onto the right foot, onto the left foot. Then you walk in towards the center, and your choices are to let your hands rise up towards the center, or to bring your hands to your heart. So whenever we come towards the center of the circle, we're connecting to spirit, taking our hands up, or we're connecting to ourselves, coming into the center of ourselves. And as we walk back, we connect back into the circle of the community. So that sequence of steps, if I did it on my little dance floor, is you go onto the right leg, onto the left leg, onto the right leg, onto the left leg, and then you just walk into the center. Right, left, left. Then you sway again, 2, 3, 4, and you come back, 2, 3, 4. That's the second pattern. Are we all okay? Thumbs up. Okay, so the third pattern, do you want to repeat? Do you want to try that second pattern through? No, got a no. Okay. So the third pattern, it's a choice if you would like to do the third pattern. So the third pattern is very simple, but it's a rhythm. And the rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're still walking in the circle, but it's faster steps. Last step goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are the steps. So that's like a menu, and I do have a way of that all going together. And what we're going to do is we're just going to improvise with Filipe's lovely music. We wait for the first 8 bars, that's instrumental, and then we start with his voice. Just enjoy. Do anything of those steps that I've offered you. Don't try and get anything right. Just follow the music. The music's about a dance, so it will carry you. And improvise. But hold in your heart this sense that Sonia offered us right at the beginning, that as we breathe, we are breathing in a colour, we are connecting with each other. So this is our closing dance together. So I'm just going to...
Link or the file?
Filipe, you can play live, please.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, it's better. It's simpler.
Yes.
I will get the guitar.
There you go. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic?
Amazing.
A live music and dance, as it should be.
As it should be.
As it should be. This is how all the dances really come about, this relationship between dance and music.
And it's okay?
Yes.
Okay. Can I start?
Yes.
Quem quiser bailar a fofa, quem quiser bailar a fofa, veja bem como a baila, veja bem como a baila. Que uma moça da terceira, que uma moça da terceira, ai da terceira foi bailar, caiu-lhe a saia. Foi bailar, caiu-lhe a saia. A fofa quer se vender, a fofa quer se vender, quer se vender, a fofa não diz por quanto, a fofa não diz por quanto. Por 30 reis de verdete, por 30 reis de verdete, ai de verdete, a fofa não vale tanto, a fofa não vale tanto. Eu nunca fui ao Brasil, eu nunca fui ao Brasil, ai ao Brasil, e já me chamam brasileiro, e já me chamam brasileiro. Que fará quando eu vier? Que fará quando eu vier? Ai, quando eu vier, que traga muito dinheiro, que traga muito dinheiro. Eu ainda não fui à América, eu ainda não fui à América, e já me chamam americano, e já me chamam americano. Que fará quando eu vier? Que fará quando eu vier? Com as minhas botas de cano, com as minhas botas de cano. Eu já vi bailar a fofa, ai, eu já vi bailar a fofa ao claror de uma candeia, ao claror de uma candeia. Bailharam-na toda a noite.
Thank you so much, Filipe. Wow.
This mirror is for the players.
Really impressive, huh?
To see themselves before the dance, because they like themselves very much. Being a player of chamarrita and or the kind of musics was like a higher standard in the society to know how to play.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for being willing to step in just like that. Filipe only knew that I was going to use this music about an hour ago. So really wonderful. Thank you so much. And just shows you, you know, the collaboration in this beautiful project and how we're coming together and crossing these boundaries through the arts. So really lovely. Thank you.